Hi, Bart with Bicycle Rider YouTube, and I am so excited to bring the Specialized Sirrus X 4.0 to you. This is a bike that makes me smile just because, here on the Bicycle Rider, we really try to review bikes that give you a lot of bang for the buck. And sometimes versatility equals bang for the buck. If you have one bike that you can do multiple styles of riding on and do it efficiently, do it fun, do it comfortably, it really adds the value. Now the 2020 Sirrus 4.0 is a $1,200 bike, but it is definitely worth every bit of that because you can ride this bike on gravel, you can ride this bike urban, you can ride this bike street, you can push this bike very, very, very hard, and it comes back. At the 4.0, at the $1,200 price point, you do get the Future Shock. So they've kind of done away with heavy front suspension with stanchions and added a really nice, really light carbon fork and giving you the comfort of the Future Shock. And the Future Shock suspends the rider, not the bike. So you don't lose any efficiency through the Future Shock. But what you do is you gain comfort as far as if you hit a pothole, if you take this on gravel roads, if you're riding strong through urban, you're not getting all that vibration come up into your arms and come up into your shoulders and come up into your neck and come up into your wrist. This stops a lot. It's just enough dampening to take out that harshness and make you comfortable, make you want to ride for a long time. Of course, the Sirrus is built around the fitness geometry, and so with the lower seat stays, longer top tube, makes you breathe, lets you use your lungs, lower seat stays, kind of keeps the whole compact, nice and tight, keeps your gears close to each other. And with the Deore gear system they have on this bike, it's a wide range gear system with a clutch, keeps things from slapping. If you're riding this hard on a gravel road or something, you're not slapping the chain. And with a shorter triangle and chain stays, it seems like it just hits gears really quickly. So if you're coming out of a corner and you can corner this bike like a madman, holding those flat bars coming through a corner, it's like magic. You get a little gap on the guys behind you. 1, 2, 3, hit those gears, and you're clearing them. This bike is extremely fast, extremely fun. And when I talk about versatility, a lot of the versatility coming from the X model of the Sirrus comes from the tire clearance that this bike can have. I'm going to get the calipers out. They call this the Pathfinder 38. That's built on a 700C wheel. But as I'm measuring, the stock bike here, I'm measuring 40. So tires are 38, but on these wide rims, and it's kind of almost like an aero type of rim. I'm getting 40 millimeters, and I still have room for tire clearance all over the place. So I don't know what the max tire you can put on this bike is. We'll dive into that later. But there is plenty of room for tire clearance, both front and rear on this bike. Talking about rear and tire clearance, we better talk about brakes. And of course, this has, Shimano hydraulic disc brakes. So these brakes will stop you no matter if you've got wet conditions, if you've got muddy conditions, if you've got extremely dusty and dry conditions. There is no problem stopping these bikes with these disc brakes. But the best advantage of these disc brakes is the sealed system. I'm finding that leverage maybe is what they first designed these hydraulic brakes for, stopping power, but the big advantage to me is having a sealed system, having a brake that if you do have a wet gravel road, and of course, we ride gravel a lot in the winter, the roads are mucky, you don't have a cable to get gummed up. With a sealed system, sealed hydraulic brake system, it is just that, it's sealed. So you don't have grit, you don't get dirt, you don't get water in your brake cables causing stiction. So pretty much you have a seamless brake system that's going to work no matter what the conditions are. You have that front and rear on this bike. So the bike is light, and just so you know it's light, I'm going to go ahead and start the scale up here. This bike is going to weigh in at, and this is actual weight with just some pedals on it. Okay, let's see. 20, 22, 23 pounds. So it's 23 pounds of bike in a stock configuration, which is very respectable for a bike that can do so much. I mean, I know guys that have, you know, the road bikes are way more than that. Now this bike, you know, I think it's going to be a quiver killer. One bike that does multiple things very well. Not everybody likes the drop style gravel bar. A lot of mountain bikers, a lot of road bikers, a lot of people want this, you know, straight geometry of a handlebar. So, you know, Specialized has come up with a clever bike that does multiple things very well and just makes you want to rip no matter what the conditions are. You know, I keep talking about gravel on this bike, but this bike is absolutely awesome in urban conditions as well. With the tire clearance that you get, you can put a fatter tire on this bike, a grippier tire. If you wanted to run the beach sidewalk here in Biloxi, Mississippi, we got a lot of torn up roads, and those roads are extremely fun on this bike. This bike's light, fast, nimble, and a good value. You know, here on the Bicycle Rider, we do try to provide, you know, good content on new style bikes. So if you do like our content, please subscribe. That way YouTube ranks us and we can keep doing these type of videos. But this is one of those bikes that, you know, I can keep talking about. This kind of a storm gray and rocket red color really is eye-catching. And the bike is fantastic. Go to your local Specialized dealer. Try this bike if you want to put a smile on your face. You know, we are in the midst of the coronavirus, so, you know, a lot of people aren't able to ride their road bikes in group rides or their aero bikes with a tri-group. If you need a bike that's going to give you a lot of fitness in multiple situations, ride out your front door and ride the roads that are readily available to you, try the Sirrus X. It really does open up a lot of doors. It's very fun, and you know, for, you know, $1,200 bucks, $1,250 roughly, this bike puts a smile on your face. The Specialized Sirrus X 4.0. Give it a try.